Welcome to our first time homebuyer seminar. We're going to try to help you learn the process and also learn about some great programs that are available to you as a buyer. My name is Eddie Blanco with Blanco Realty and the Blanco Mortgage Team, powered by Success Mortgage Partners. Understanding the process. Now, knowledge is power. Being an educated buyer is going to put you ahead of a lot of other buyers out there. Now, a lot of buyers usually just depend on the realtor to do everything for them, which is great if you have an awesome realtor or a knowledgeable realtor, but not so much if you don't. So even if you have a great realtor, you still want to be educated and aware of the process. So we'll go over the process, we'll go over qualifications, we'll go over a lot of those awesome assistance programs that are there to help and can save you thousands of dollars. And we'll also go over credit help if you're not in the position to be able to get approved right now. And we'll also show you, hopefully, how to get into that dream house of yours. First step is probably going to get an awesome realtor. Be protected. Now, how much does it cost to get a realtor? In most cases, absolutely nothing to the buyer. Now, this is a service every home buyer should have. You should always be protected and get representation from a licensed realtor. They're going to protect you in the process. They're going to be able to schedule showings for you, have access to the MLS. You really don't want to go without a realtor. You know, it's no charge to you and they can save you thousands of dollars. All right, the loan application. So the loan application will be next. You'll do this with your lender. You'll fill out the app and they'll go ahead and show you exactly if you qualify, what you can qualify for. So here are some just standard programs and the credit score that you need to have to get approved with them. So conventional, you see a 620, USDA 620, FHA 580, VA 600. Now there are other stipulations. These are just general numbers. So you still need to take in consideration your debt to income. Are you able to pay your monthly mortgage payment? But just for the credit scores, I just want to give you a little idea of where you should be at. Down payment assistance programs. Now these are available to help people get into the home. Now these are for people who qualify for credit, they qualify for income, but they just don't have that money to put down for a down payment. Now these programs really can come in handy for a buyer. The Home Plus program, minimum FICO score 640, same with the Home in 5. Now there are some little differences. As you can see, the income cannot exceed $88,340 on the Home Plus and can't exceed $112,785 in the Home in 5. Now there are some other things entailed in these programs, but these are the minimum. Now if your credit scores aren't there or you think you might need some credit help, we can help with that also.
Hi, my name is Emily Waite and I am with Top Tier Credit Consulting. I have partnered up with Blanco Realty and we are here to help you out on getting your first home. Let's talk. All right, so if you have anything on your credit, anything that is hurting you, late payments, derogatory charge-offs, I am here to help. And keep in mind, it always does take some time. It's not a magic, thing overnight that we can get this cleaned up. So if you're in the market looking for a new home, I always suggest, come to me, we'll get you cleaned up, and then the team over at Blanco Realty can help you out. My goal is to always get you to a 600 and higher. It can take anywhere from 3 months, it can take 6 months to a year to get your credit, where it needs to be at. Of course, I'm with you every step of the way, and we will work, myself and my team, to get you where you need to be at to be able to get approved for that home. Coming to me from Blanco Realty, I am waiving a $150 deposit. So my service is just going to start off at $100, and that's me just jumping straight to you as a client and start working on your credit. You can contact me by calling me. That's 432-634-2305. You can also go to my website. It's www.toptiercreditconsulting.com. And you can also find me on Instagram. That is Top Tier CC. And if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to myself or the team over at Blanco Realty.
All right, thank you, Emily. She's a great partner. She's helped a lot of people with their credit and can definitely help you. Don't let credit stop you. That's the only thing holding you back. Don't let that stop you. Okay, after we get your credit in order, we're going to go and get approved. Once we get approved for the home loan, depending on what home loan we're approved for, we're going to go find a house. So the realtor is going to send you houses. We're going to show you houses that do accept your home loan, and we're going to go viewing. This is the fun part. That's where we get to go hang out, go look at houses, see which ones you love, hate, see which ones that don't look anything like their picture, see ones that look better than their picture. After we find a great house, we're going to put an offer in. So when we submit an offer, it's up to the seller to accept, deny, or counter us. If they accept, we move forward. If they deny us, we move on to the next house. If they send us a counter offer, that means there's some stipulation they want to add or take out to make that offer acceptable. So that's kind of a negotiation at that point. So after that, after we both agree, say we counter or they accept, either way, we move forward, we get the offer accepted. At that point, we move on to that next step, the home inspection. The home inspection is very important. It's not mandatory for the buyer to purchase a home inspection, but it is highly recommended. So say the house looks beautiful from the outside, but we have no idea if there's water damage, mold, asbestos. It could be so many things wrong with that house that could cost you thousands of dollars after you move in. So it's like people. There's some attractive people out there, but not so attractive on the inside. Same with the house. The home inspection is a few $100s. Most of the time, depending on the house and square footage, you're going to get it for $500 or less. So it's a small investment to have peace of mind, or at least a negotiation tool. So the home inspector will give us pictures, they'll write down everything they found. We can then decide, okay, these things seem pretty serious. Let's go ahead and tell the seller we want them to pay for it or we want them to fix it. And that's another opportunity to negotiate with the seller. So definitely get that home inspection. So after the inspection is done, we both agree on moving forward. We order the appraisal. The appraisal is very important because the lender will only lend you the amount the home appraises for, not the listing price. So say for instance the house is $500,000 and it appraises for $490,000. At that point, the buyer would be responsible for coming up with that $10,000 on their own, or we can go ahead and negotiate with the seller, say, hey, this appraised low, can you drop the price? They'll either say yes or no, and we can decide if we want to go forward or not, totally up to the buyer at that point. After we agree on that, we move forward. The final walkthrough. Final walkthrough is important, but not mandatory. Final walkthrough, we just want to make sure the house is in the same condition from when we first saw it to when we're about to move in. And that's because a lot of times they're having moving companies go in the house and they could damage walls. They could switch out appliances. You never know what could happen. So always want to do that final walkthrough. After that, congratulations, closing, you get your keys, you get to move in. We're there to celebrate with you. We have those keys ready. As soon as it closes, we call you, give you your keys, and you get to walk in that new house. Thank you so much for watching our homebuyer seminar. We hope this brought some value to you. And if you're in any of the positions that we talked about today, if you're not sure if you can qualify for a loan, please reach out. We'll show you exactly where you're at and where you need to be. Or if you know your credit's low, you know what, let's hook you up with Emily. She's a great tool. She'll get you where you need to be as fast as you possibly can to get that home loan. If you have any questions, please reach out. I hope to hear from you soon.